Welcome. We're going to dive into our weekly forecast wrap up for the week, see what we're closing out of and what we're moving into for the new week ahead. Before I got on here, I felt like the guides who are with us guiding this reading are three goddesses. And I just feel like everything's going to be in threes today and for this reading. And the three that we are going to be working with now are the Greek goddess Demeter, right? So she's like the goddess of motherhood, nurturing, grain, stuff like that. Then we have Hekate, of course, the goddess of witches. She's also at the crossroads, right? She's in the underworld. And the Egyptian goddess Isis, who is about renewal and rebirth. And so, of course, all three are powerful guides to have with us. And we're going to start with three tarot cards. Then we're going to jump to some spirit animals. And we'll close off with a shielding message from Archangel Michael. And before I got on here, what I heard from the three goddesses was, I have always known you. And what they're talking about is you knowing the soul, like knowing the record of your soul. And if it feels like you're not sure sometimes, like what you're doing reincarnated here right now, or why there's so much struggle, they want you to remember that you, deep inside you know why, you know your purpose, you know what's written in the soul record. Okay? So the first card we're going to get is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. And I'll show you all of them and then we'll read them together. We've got the King of Swords and Death. So what's it all mean together? They want you to know that you're right at that crossroads to move on to the next phase of your soul purpose, your mission here, your whatever you feel like you're guided to from the universe, however you phrase it in your practice. But you're right there. You're right at the edge, and maybe you have felt that way. You've been working hard towards something. You've been looking out, and they want you to know that you truly are in charge of what's coming to you. And it might feel like you have felt powerless, or like you were stuck, or you didn't have a lot of choices. Especially like with financial things for some folks. For other folks, it's with like ex-partnerships with people and custody arrangements, I hear, and things like this. So more than one ways we can all feel stuck. But they want you to know that you are your own authority, and you're going to be moving forward. If you have been waiting, like seeking answers from someone or something, or they want you to know that you are the authority. You're the one who has the answers. And if it's not clear to you now, because I don't think it's clear for all of us, they want you to know that that's going to come forward. And if you quiet yourself a little bit, you will definitely hear it. I think for some folks, they already know where they're moving forward to. Like they already know they need to close the chapter, or there's a natural closing of a chapter to something and something else is opening. But for some people, I feel like it feels very scary to move on through this closing of something. That there is definitely growth, right? And that's why we got that Egyptian goddess of Isis, right? About renewal, rebirth, reincarnation. So we're going to really be shedding some way of living that we had before, really weeding out the stuff that's not so important, or that's, like the minutia, like the stuff that's really wastes our time when we know it doesn't really serve a purpose for us. That's all going to be happening. And I think Probably, again, started off for some people already. You might feel like they already know where they're moving towards or where they're drifting towards, but probably in the next 2 to 3 months. Some of people who may be listening are going to just be closing out some cycles. Again, I think it'll happen for some folks naturally, and other people. They're telling me to let you know not to lose sight of the long road, like meaning don't get sidetracked in negativity is what I hear them saying. It's so hard to do, right? Especially when you feel like a lot of that stuck energy is with you. It's just one battle is what they're telling me. It's just one. This is what you're feeling now is just one thing on the big road. Okay, so. They want us to pull some spirit ally cards now. So we'll read from these and see what our spirit allies want to tell us. And the first one is the snake, which for the purposes of this message, the snake is going to be about transformation. It means something different in different cultures. That's why. And I think like if you've had dreams with snakes in them, and in my culture of my South Italian family, like the black snake has like a negative message. The white snake means something else. So this may mean something different in your lineage. But for purposes of this, the snake is about transformation for this global conscious message that we're looking at here. You will be shedding old skin and emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better. Change is in the wind, and you are at the center of it all as the catalyst. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope. Okay, so I hear from the goddesses that you are not always clear in your message, or that you waver or you go back and forth. All that's totally natural, of course. But this is a time to really solidify where you want to see yourself, even if the only way that you know to do that is through like visualization, or like or like daydreaming, or however you want to call it. But this is the time to really really be crystal clear on what you want. And then, of course, try not to interject, like your own 2 cents, like, oh, but that's not realistic. Oh, but I don't have enough money for that. Oh, try to do like your visualization, unburdened by all those, I don't have this, I'm never going to get this, all that stuff, right? Just for the purposes of setting like a clear intention of where you want yourself to be after you transform. Okay? That's our first one. The next one is the lion for courage. Now, or if you are pulling your own tarot cards, have you been pulling like the strength card, which classically always has the lion on it, right? You might have been seeing the lion more and more. So for the lion, if you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. Of course, I'm pulling them in alignment with the tarot. So for the tarot, we got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is clear and logical and cool, right? It's not that they don't have any emotions or they're not emotional beings. It's just that they know how to master the mind, okay? So you are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructively to reduce your level of frustration. I have a feeling that this has been going on for most of us. I know I have felt this way too, where you feel like you're just exhausted from like explaining yourself over and over again. Or if you've been in relationship with someone for a long time, or partnership for a long time, or even if you've just, in your own family group and you feel like, do these people not know me? Right? Sometimes like you hear something, you're like, am I new? Like, do they not know how I manage things? That makes you feel more frustrated often when, especially if you're empathetic, right? So if you're an empath and you really pick up on other people's mood, and that might be a skill that you have, it's easy for you to discern when someone's, out of sorts, or maybe this isn't a good time to push or prod or poke, right? And other people don't have that. And these might be people who have known you forever, and you're like, have they not learned? Please don't do it. And of course, that can make us frustrated, right? Really quickly. They are reminding you that you are in control right here, and you can use a lion as a spirit animal. Visualize the lion in your head, ask them to come forward to help you when you feel like you want to be more in control of that and you don't want people to poke you so much. For other people, I think it's like feeling like, just like the message I got before I got on here, like you really want someone to know you, your whole soul, your whole being, and you have felt like, that's missing. And it's something that's probably, no longer tolerable. Okay. So, and people might be more frustrating you more. Right? As they're going through their own stuff, people may be frustrating you more. So think about what triggers you, right? Because that will help you know when you're in the danger zone with certain things, right? Now, remember our last card with the tarot was the Death card, okay, right? And the Death card simply is the closing of one door, the rebirth, renewal of something else, right? So for that one, we have the hummingbird, which is all about lightness. It is time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe that it is possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. And that's really difficult because that's almost like the beginning of the fool's journey in tarot, where it's that leap of faith that we have to take sometimes to say to ourselves, is it just daydreaming? I'm doing all this work. I'm visualizing. What lets me know that it's really going to take flight, right? That is very difficult at times, but they are hoping to encourage you, the goddesses here, to really, again, set clear intentions, see really where you would like to map out the journey for yourself, who you would like to invite with you, to partner with you, who your people are, and believe that there's hope that can come to fruition for you. Okay? So those three things. And if you're not sure, how to do that, like how to get going, you could check out some guided visualization meditations online. Those are helpful. They're not for everybody. Like sometimes the person's voice, like if there's a meditation guide, sometimes they're going too fast for me or too slow. And so I get annoyed quickly. So I just prefer to do it myself in my mind, but maybe you're someone who prefers that. You can find a bunch of those online. They're usually freely available. Other ways that you can do it is through doing like a vision board, right? Like an old school vision board. That's really helpful too. Okay. Now we're going to close off with 3 messages from the Archangel Michael, who comes forward to just help to protect us and shield us, nurture us while we're moving forward in our soul work or soul purpose. Okay, so the first one is an affirmation letting you know that praying about the situation that you find yourself in will help you. Is something that will be helpful. Oftentimes remember how before I said, like, sometimes you just wish people would know you. It's like exhausting to repeat yourself over and over again. You're like, why don't they get it? Your guides and your angels and the goddesses, they do want to help you, but you do have free will. So, send up your pleas, your prayers, send them up because they are happy to assist you. Do speak up and be vocal. Here's a good time to be vocal. They would like to help you. Okay. So, and the prayer on this one is, Dear Divine and Archangel Michael, and again, you can interject with whomever you connect with in your spiritual practice. I ask for your divine intervention. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you, and so mote it be. Okay, you can refine that however resonates well with you. But the first thing to do is to ask for assistance, ask for help. Like maybe you are trying to do visualization, but you can't visualize it because you just don't know. You're like, I don't know, I want to do something important and great. I don't know what that is. So maybe that's what you're setting clear intentions around. Like, please reveal to me what part of my soul purpose or mission is here as I've reincarnated here in this lifetime. What's that look like for me? Maybe you don't know what that is. Maybe you would like to see who one of your main spirit guides are. Maybe that would be helpful, right? So you can ask specifically for those things, right? You could do little steps, okay? Next one is making a commitment, right? So committing to the practice. Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. And here with this affirmation, really, we're just cementing what we talked about in the beginning of this reading, which is we want to know, and we want like a revelation. We want to know where we're going, and if all the work that we do matters, and what's the purpose of it, and how does it connect with other people who are also having the same experience or feel like there's some sort of connection together at this time, right? So again, ask for strength as you figure those things out, okay? And the last and most important one is to be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself, okay? Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. And again, this, remember, as we saw here with this, with the last one and the hummingbird and the lightness with the hummingbird, you only can, whatever you did in the past, you've got to put it somewhere. You got to put it in a place where it makes sense to you. And that is necessary to move forward, right? We're here, right here at this death card, right? That is going to be critical to you. Okay, because without that, without giving yourself grace, knowing like I did the best I can with what I had, with what I knew, with the resources I had at that time, is very difficult to move forward. Okay, that is your reading and for the week. If you are new here, do consider subscribing and hitting the like button. It helps me out. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.